Good morning. My name is Kenny Wayne Miller, and I have Parkinson's disease. I own a video production company. I've been doing it for about 25 years now and do a lot of corporate things and documentaries, etc. I hadn't planned on doing a polished piece for this. As a matter of fact, what I did is I just set up the camera and recorded like a webcam, just to document some things. As it developed, it got more involved, and I went, well, maybe there's something here. As you can tell, if you can look on here, you can see the indentations in my head. Get the angle right, you can see it. But I've had DBS. On November 13th, 2009, I had bilateral DBS, and that's where they drill 2 holes in the brain, in the skull here, and put probes down inside, bring the wires across here, down the side, down the neck, into a it's called an IPG, impulse generator. And when they turn that on next Monday, on the 14th of December, hopefully most, if not all, of my symptoms will go away. It's not a cure for Parkinson's, but it's a mask. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be great. But all of that is to say that I recorded these clips over the past couple of months, not really sure what I wanted to do with them. They're not polished, they're just thrown together. But I wanted you to understand some of the context here. Like right now, I'm doing fine. I'm steady. I can use the mouse in my right hand. When I say can I use the mouse, that is, the question is, can I manipulate the mouse on the screen? If not, I go to the left hand and have a trackball. Can I smile? Smiling with a face drop. I talk about a face drop, and that's when my face feels very heavy. The other thing is, I have a scale of 1 to 10, and if it's a 2 or 3, I'm not impacted much. It's a negative impact scale. So if it's a 5, 6, or a 7, if it's a 7, I basically am incapacitated. I can't function at the computer. If it's a 6 or a 5, things are bad, but I can still operate. So those are some of the parameters. You'll notice that sometimes on a given day, I'll check in 2 or 3 times a day, and then nothing for a couple of days. But it's important that you see the downtime and the off time and the on time. I know it would be easy to assume that I'm making it up, because you look at me right now and everything seems to be fine. I'm just making this up. Well, I'm not. You're seeing it as it is. When I wake up in the morning, how I respond. So these next few clips, 6 or 7 of them for sure, will give you some insight into my day, because when I go out in public, I'm like this. Everybody sees me, I'm fine, I can operate. There's nothing wrong as far as people are. They always say to me, Ken, you're doing so well, you're looking so good, you're doing great. And I said, yeah, thank you. I am. But you don't see me in the morning. You don't see me when I'm not doing well. I had DBS, and I'm waiting now for 1 more week for them to turn it on, to program it so that it works for me. We'll see how that develops and how that goes. Oh, one other caveat. I made arrangements with Stanford University to videotape the operation, which is pretty amazing. I've got 3 hours of video in the operating room. I'm going to edit that down into a very maybe 25-30 minute piece and show you the highlights of that. So that'll be exciting. But that's later on. So here we go. Enjoy these next few clips, and hopefully this setup will help you understand a little bit better what's going on. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, before I do that, before I stop, I need to make a disclaimer here. A lot of people have Parkinson's to varying degrees. And it's important for me to let you know that if you have Parkinson's disease and the symptoms are much more aggravated than what I'm experiencing, I'm sorry. I know that this disease deteriorates to the point, especially if you don't have the hope and possibility of DBS, that it's almost unbearable. Maybe it is unbearable. I know what I feel like when the tremors are really bad, when I can't wake up in the morning, when I can't get out of bed without a major struggle, freezing, shuffling. But my symptoms are not extensive yet. And that's one of the reasons that I had the DBS, because I want to be able to work for the next 10 or 15 years. I've been really very blessed and very fortunate to be able to have the DBS. But for those of you who are somewhat, maybe even without hope, my thoughts and my prayers are with you. I don't know you, but I understand what you're going through. So with that, welcome to Kenny Wayne's world.